everyone, it's Sheena with the GR Network, and today we're going to take a quick look at two digital citizenship programs that you can use at your school. The first one is Interland by Google Education, and the second one is Teaching Digital Citizenship by Common Sense Education. So let's take a look. So what is digital citizenship? According to Media Smarts, digital citizenship is the ability to navigate our digital environments in a way that's safe and responsible, and to actively and respectfully engage in these spaces. According to ISTE, digital citizenship shouldn't be a long list of don'ts. It should be about the do's that help create thoughtful, empathetic digital citizens who can wrestle with the important ethical questions at their intersection of technology and humanity. So why is digital citizenship important to teach in our schools? Why do we want our students to be mindful and empathetic and thoughtful with what they post on the internet or in any digital environment? Well, we have become a society where some of us use our words for uplifting and powerful messages, and others use them for no good. And when we use our words in a negative way, that is called cyberbullying. And we want to teach our students to be responsible, to not do those things, but also to respond positively and effectively when that happens, instead of reacting to those things. We want people to feel safe and comfortable when they are online, whether they are posting about themselves, knowing how to properly post about others. But we want for our students to also be mindful of other things, like not giving information that is super personal to them, anything that has to do with credit cards or birthdays or social security numbers, anything that can make them identifiable and at risk of possibly any dangerous things happening to them. We want them to be able to look at a website and say, well, this information is not quite right. Let me see if I can check it with other sites and see how true this information is, because these days anything can be placed onto the internet. So let's take a look at these two programs and what it is that it's going to teach our students. So let's go to beinternetawesome.withgoogle.com, and here you'll see the digital safety resource page. And right at the beginning, you see the intro video for Interland, and you get to meet this little blue character who is going to embark on a quest into these 4 different worlds. And the graphics are amazing. You can see that it's extremely entertaining. I was playing this and I wish that I had something like this when I was a kid. Very informative, but you don't know it until you play. So here's more information. It shows you how it's aligned with the SD standards. It has their seal of approval. And here are some more resources that tell you about the curriculum. So it shows how this can be downloaded in both English and Spanish. And there are some posters that you can print out and put along your campus. And it just continues to give you more resources about the program. And what I like here is that it gives you some content to do with Google Classroom as well as with Chromebooks. And then here is the Google for Education Teachers Training course, which I advise everyone to do. And again, continuing with more resources, there even is a little coloring book for kids, which is so cute, and more additional resources. So let's get into the game itself. So now here are the 4 worlds. Let's learn about them quickly. Here's the reality river, being able to tell information that is fake from reality. Here's the mindful mountain, sharing with care. The tower of treasure, secure your secrets. And then we have the kind kingdom. So let's go with the kind kingdom. That's where I started first. And as you can see, it tells you a little bit of a story that kind of guides you in. So vibes of all kind are contagious for better or for worse. And our little character needs to go around and spread some joy and love to those who are feeling a bit sad because of troublemakers that are spreading negativity. So as you're playing the game, it gives you all these little ideas of what you need to do. So block and report the troublemakers by using the little horn, and restore the peaceful nature of the land. Very, engaging. You want to play it. You want to get into it. And the characters feel like when you're maneuvering it through the computer, through the up and down keys and the side to side, it feels very much like playing an old Super Mario game. It's easy. It moves with the correct feel of how you're moving. It's not stagnant in any way. And the little storylines that appear along the way, the music is awesome. If you are playing this, listen to that music. The music is really engaging, well produced. The whole thing just looks beautiful. And then there's these other worlds as we continue on. So the reality river, where the student is going to have to read a little passage and then decide which one of the three options is the best to build a river across. And then also the Mindful Mountain, which was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be, because you have to move this little box across the board and its little light will hit all those panels, but it has to hit the correct character. So if it happens to be for friends, it could only hit the yellow ones. If it was parents, it only could hit the blue ones. If it was someone else, the public, it would be the green ones. So it was really challenging, actually, but it was just wonderful to play this game. And yeah, as you go through all of these levels, you will see that at the end there's a bit of an assessment and checking the understanding of the player. And you get these nice little badges or certificates at the end. And it was really, really engaging. I learned a lot, but I didn't even realize that I was learning because I was having so much fun playing this game. All right, so if you look at the commonsense.org website, here you will see that everything you need to teach digital citizenship page. And right here, let's scroll to the bottom here are the ready to teach lessons. Let's go to grade K through 2 because those are my grade levels. And as you enter in, you will see that you will receive a lesson, a slide, videos, customizable resources, bilingual materials, both in English and in Spanish. And here are the topics that they're going to be covering. And as you scroll down, you get to see these characters that you will meet along the way in these lessons. And here are those topics and what those lessons will cover. So as you continue down, you'll see these are specific to kindergarten. These are specific to grade 1. These are specific to grade 2. You can go back to the top and change the grade. So this goes all the way to grade 12. Let's clear out here. What I like is if you go inside to the lessons, you will see a video of the character right here introducing themselves. And here you'll see the lesson objectives, the vocabulary used for the lesson. And here's the lesson plan. So here, this lesson is going to take 15 minutes and it's all laid out for the teacher. So this is amazing for a teacher who's just learning how to even teach digital citizenship. They could just follow along, follow all of the materials. Here is a handout to take home to parents. And if the teacher wants to print out the material, they can. So I feel like this is very easy to lead a teacher in how to teach digital citizenship to their students. What I don't see here, though, is that it doesn't come in other languages other than English and Spanish. And I would love to see this in other language, Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean, any other language other than your standard English and Spanish. But so far, this is a wonderfully laid out curriculum. Now, Common Sense Education also offers 2 different kinds of games. One is called Digital Passport and the other one is called Digital Compass. And Digital Compass is for grades 6 to 8 and Digital Passport is for grades 3 to 5. And then when you look at these games, these are all games that will teach students a point in digital citizenship. So security, about multitasking, privacy, being an upstander, how you do your research, and giving content credit. So one thing I noticed about these games, though, is that they were really old in their feel. They felt like I was playing games from 1990s. So one thing that I would actually love to see Common Sense do is upgrade these games, because the information that was available in the games was wonderful, but I found myself not paying attention the way I should have because it wasn't appealing to me. So along with that, you can go into the professional development area and click here where it says Digital Citizenship Teacher Training. And when you do that, you can take about a 1-hour course where it's going to ask you to view some material. You are going to answer some questions and it'll send you a confirmation that you have completed this course. But there are other steps to it where you will have to conduct your own PD on one of the digital citizenship topics and then present that to Common Sense Education so that you can then go and take your, get your badge in this, your Common Sense Educator badge. So there you have it. 2 digital citizenship programs that can meet the needs of your school, one by Google Education called Interland, and the other one Teaching Digital Citizenship by Common Sense Education. Now, my school already uses Common Sense Education materials, so I'm going to actually promote the Google Education materials. I think that Interland is a great program to get any child interested in the ideas of digital citizenship. It was well designed, it's presented nicely, the characters are endearing, and I'm going to actually test it out with my 5-year-olds and see see how they would respond to each one of those characters. And I know I'm gonna have to read the prompts to them, but that is okay. As long as we slowly start building that idea of what it means to be empathetic and kind and responsible online, then this is just something we'll have to continue along the way. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this review and have a great day.